I gotta tell the people, speak it daily, every day, you know.
Speak it daily, words that Kootenai elder Wayne McCoy reminds his students and community the best way to keep the Kootenai language alive.
Well, I was raised with it. My grandma and my grandpa on my dad's side never spoke one word of English. So for me to converse with them, I had to speak it. So I grew up with the language, you know.
Wayne is one of few people who are still around that grew up with Kootenai as their first language. His fellow teacher and relative Alexis Johnson knows how special this is.
To grow up that way, it's just so beautiful.
Wayne learned English early in his childhood when he went to Catholic boarding school 100 miles from home at the age of 6, but he never let the Kootenai language go.
So I'm very proud I grew up with my language.
Alexis is young, but sees that as her elders won't be around forever, there's urgency to practice and teach Kootenai.
During my first years at SKC, my Utsmith was still alive, Margaret Friedlander, and she was a fluent speaker. And I lived right across the road from her with my grandma, and I'd go over there and help take care of her in the evening, and that's when she would speak Kootenai here and there with me. But it didn't become personally urgent for me until she passed away, because then I realized, oh my God, you know, my Kootenai dictionary that's right across the street isn't there anymore, and I gotta really do something.
The Kootenai language is an isolate dialect, not spoken anywhere else in the world and unlinked to other languages.
It's only spoken by Kootenai people in this region, and our territory is in Canada all the way down past Missoula and extends into Idaho.
Aside from this challenge, there are other strains on the community that impact the language's ability to thrive, but Alexis sees a bright future.
We're doing really well, and we're charging into our future and holding all of these things. It takes a lot of work to be the only person, the only few people to be doing language work, cultural work, you know, working in our communities in any capacity, in any role.
And new generations approach the topic differently.
I seen it where it goes from the great-grandparents to the grandparents and to the mother and dad. It just stops right there. I don't know how many families I've seen.
Teaching the language is something both of these Kootenai people do professionally, bringing more of the language into the lives of their community. Alexis even gets to teach some of her relatives at the Salish and Kootenai College.
My philosophy is everything that I know, everything that I gain, I'm not going to keep it to myself at all. I'm going to give them as much that I have so that hopefully they'll get to where I am, and then even past that, so that I have people to talk to when Wayne and Wilfred are no longer here.
And Wayne says he has taught just about every age and even his non-Kootenai neighbors.
So the lady says, "What's now, Matt?" And Matt had to look at her and, you know, white lady, you know, and he had to ask her, "Well, where did you learn that from?" Well, she said, "I learned it at the college of who?" And I said, Wayne McCoy taught me.
Wayne McCoy taught me, something many have said, and Wayne still keeps his own passion for learning. You're an expert, so.
Well, I mean, I'm getting there, you know. I want to be like my elders, and I learn new words daily, you know. And I'm looking at the Salish dictionary too, and I know some Salish there.
The Kootenai language is integrated into many aspects of life: dancing, religion, food, socializing, and a greater understanding of the big picture.
Learning this language changes your perception of the area you live in your whole world. So that's why it's so close to home. It's in our hearts every day. Akan miit.
With Nonstop Local, I'm Elena Margot.